Hey guys, I was thinking, most of us spend our lives trying to fit in. We change how we talk, we change how we dress, we change how we think, just to blend in with the crowd. The very thing that you're trying to hide, the thing that actually makes you different, is actually your superpower. I feel like growing up, we're told that being normal is safe. And contrarily, standing out is like a risky business. You know, if you don't conform to the way that other people do, then you're considered as weird, you're considered as different. There won't be that many people that agree with you. There's no commonality that you share with other people. So a lot of us just try to blend in with the society, you know, and sort of try to avoid standing out, being different. But let's be real, who do we remember most? Is it the ones who just follow the rules, or is it the ones who broke them in their own way? To me, the short life that we get to live in this world, it's important to be different, because that's what makes you stand out. That's what makes you really you. Be genuine, more authentic version of yourself. We kind of just learn that being accepted equals being liked. So we hold back our thoughts and kind of mold ourselves into what's socially acceptable. And to be honest, for a while it works, but we slowly start losing ourselves. We stop asking what we actually like and what we actually believe. We just kind of follow the script and try not to play it risky. Just try to go in the direction that everyone else is going, because it's a bit of a hassle to be different. The consequences or the results that you get from being different can be very lonely sometimes, because it's actually very difficult to find people that really like you for who you are. But I think the truth is, no matter how much you try to fit in, there will always be someone that disapproves. So that means you'll never really be enough for everyone. Instead of trying to be accepted by everyone, why not just be yourself and be authentic? Be different. Don't go the same way as everyone else. Don't try to do the same things. Don't try to live the same life as everyone else. Stop comparing yourself to other people and think that maybe you should just go in this direction to be approved by everyone. That's not the life that you want to live in, because that means you spent your whole life just being anxious about not being accepted by people around you and the whole society. In exchange, you traded in your authenticity and your passion, your goals, and your dreams. When you think about the people who've changed the world, Billie Eilish, Kobe Bryant, were they the ones who really followed the crowd, or were they the ones who actually dared to be different? The Mamba mentality. He tried to work harder than everyone else, believed in consistency, went his own way. I think that really differentiated him from everyone else, you know? I think that really prepared him to all those games, all the game-winning shots, all the moments that really mattered, the championships that he had. He really was different. He wasn't built like everyone else where, oh, I'm done with the practice, let me just go home right away. Or I can just do them tomorrow, let me just delay it for now. He didn't believe in that. He just went for it. He worked hard. He didn't believe in cheap results. He actually built his empire brick by brick. So your uniqueness isn't really something to fix. I feel like that is something that you should amplify. The way you think, the way you see the world, the ideas that you have. No one really has that exact combination as you. You know, we're all different. So show your difference to the world. Show that you don't think the way this person next to you does. Show that your upbringing and all the experiences that you had shaped you to be the person that you are right now, who's confident, who's not afraid to have challenges, who defies the conventional norms to make his dreams come true. Be that person. Don't try to force yourself and prove to the world that you're this person that you're not. Be proud of the fact that you're the person that you are right now and stick with that. The very things that you've been told to hide, your weird laugh, your unconventional interests, your way of thinking, those are really the things that make you, you. And the more you embrace them, the more powerful you become. Because who's gonna tell you what to do? Who's gonna look at this person who looks so confident being themselves, is able to laugh at his own flaws sometimes? Who's gonna look at them and be like, hey, don't try to be that way. You shouldn't be that way. They can't do that because you're different, and people will know that you're different. So they'll start embracing you for who you are. They're not gonna try to change you anymore. You're not this person who's defined by the societal expectations or the life that your family wants you to live. You're you. And that's unique. That's pretty amazing. You're an amazing person. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Be different. And don't be afraid to be different, because at the end of the day, the people that you meet, they're not gonna last for a long time if it wasn't authentic in the first place. They weren't meant to be in your life for a long time. They're just people that pass by and you meet along the way. They're part of your story, but they're not going to be this one important chapter in your life. So don't be scared to be different. It's the diversity that makes everything better. If everyone grew up the same way, had the same experiences, then where's the specialness? Where's the uniqueness in a group? It's boring. I remember a time when I felt like I didn't really belong in this community that I'm in or this friend group. So I tried to change how I spoke. I tried to change how I acted just for me to be accepted by those people. It didn't make me happier. It didn't really fulfill any of the things that I thought would be fulfilled, and I felt wrong because I was just not being myself. It just made me exhausted. The moment I stopped trying to fit in, right, and started embracing who I really was, that's when I think everything changed. That's when I really felt like I accepted myself for who I am. And it's kind of ironic because society kind of mocks people who are different at first, but then celebrates it once it gets successful. You're crazy and you're cringe until things work out. All of a sudden, you're a genius. What you're creating is not criticized anymore because it actually works out. Like when you think about every artist, entrepreneur, or leader that you admire, I'm pretty sure that at one point they were called crazy, weird, and unrealistic. But they embraced themselves, right? They weren't afraid to be different. They really amplified their specialties. And now the same people in the society that doubted them at first admire them. So be different. Recognize the strength that you have. Try to amplify it. Don't just try to suppress it because people that don't know about you are telling you that it's wrong. Recognize the fact that you're unique. You're different. Try to be the person who makes his own path, has his own lane, who creates a new path that can inspire other people to do the same thing. So if you ever feel like you don't belong and you're kind of different, then that's a good thing because it means that you have something rare, something very valuable. And instead of hiding it, it's actually time to embrace it. The world needs more originals like you, who's afraid that people will judge them. So what? So what? Let them judge you. Let them talk bad about you. It doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything. They don't see it realistic for you because they don't see it realistic for themselves. You were meant to be you, just own it. And then watch how life opens up in ways that you've never imagined. One day you'll look back and realize the things that you thought made you look weird were actually the things that made you unstoppable. So go be different because that is actually your superpower. Try to be different. Choose the path that you really think is right for you, that really feels right. You're unique. You're not like everyone else, and that is true. You're not like everyone else. I believe that. It's just sometimes very difficult to recognize that you're different from anyone else when you're doing the same thing as everyone else. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate the support and all the comments that you leave. I do try to read every comment. I hope you're doing well wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.